I'm Todd Kinect with In-Game, and we're at the Xbox 360 press briefing. It just wrapped up. Probably the biggest announcement, despite all of the different titles, Halo 4, that got a big rise of the crowd. Not everyone was expecting that. We did know that Halo Combat Evolved, the Anniversary Edition, was probably going to be coming out, and they did announce that, but there is going to be a Halo 4, and they showed off a pretty cool cinematic that picks up right after Halo 3. We're also seeing games like Kinect Googly Eyes, which will actually animate toys, a skateboard, a car. You can all show them in front of Kinect, and it's actually going to create a representation within the video game. Kinect is also going to include finger tracking. It's going to be more accurate. They actually demoed something where you can see sparklers as you moved your fingers back and forth. That's pretty impressive. What everyone's really been waiting for in terms of Kinect is it was teased last year. What we're seeing is Star Wars Kinect, and it does look very, very polished. It looks very strong, but we'll see once we actually get our hands on it how well it's going to work. But it certainly is. It has been way too long since motion controls have been around that we have, waiting for a lightsaber game this long. It's about time. Another thing that was teased last year that we saw is Disney Adventures. You're going to actually get to go on any Disneyland park adventure, but you're going to go through basically a Kinect version of it, and also some of the typical Disney stories, cartoons, like Alice in Wonderland. We're going to see a Kinect version of that. Not American McGee's Alice, which would be, a much darker Kinect game, but we are going to see an Alice Kinect game. We got a sneak peek at Modern Warfare 3. It looks like an overly caffeinated monstrosity of action and adventure and explosions, and it definitely looks like more of the same from Modern Warfare. It looks very impressive. It definitely looks like a boost of adrenaline. We did see a new version of Tomb Raider. Lara Croft's had a bit of an update. She's not so much Playboy bunny. She's a little bit more natural looking, but it does kind of feel like they definitely are taking a cue from Uncharted 2 as far as how they're representing the character and how even some of the gameplay is working out. Another big deal, really huge deal, Mass Effect 3 is actually going to use Kinect. You can give voice commands to your squad, you can tell them what to do, and you can also use your own voice to determine what you're going to say in the game. So that's a bit of a surprise, and that's a really new, fun way to work with Mass Effect 3. Fable, the Journey for Kinect is also announced, and that's going to really integrate with Kinect in the fact that you can cast spells by making specific hand gestures. There's a new Rome game, a fighting game that's set in Rome that uses Kinect. It looks like it's got more of that HD, grittier feel. It's not as family-friendly looking. It looks like it's an actual hardcore title that uses Kinect. It's called Rise. We're pretty excited to see something like that isn't just like a kiddie game. We're also seeing that there's going to be a new Kinect homepage. You're going to be able to watch YouTube. Some select countries are going to be able to watch live TV. There wasn't an announcement of a new Xbox platform or new device or anything like that, but what there was a real showing that they're still supporting Kinect. There's going to be a lot of games coming out for it. If it is not a Kinect-specific game and it's a hardcore game, that game may still actually have Kinect integrated with it. They really gave you what you wanted this year as far as having like an Alice in Wonderland game, Disney games, Mass Effect 3 working with Kinect. They really gave you what you want, especially with a Star Wars game. It's the first time we're seeing that. So, it's a very strong showing for Xbox this year. For In-Game at MSNBC.com, I'm Todd Kinect.